Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, folks, welcome back. We're looking at standard form calculations with and without calculator. So, for example, we have, we look at this example here, 3,000 times by 5,000. Let's change it a bit. So let's do 4,000 times by 5,000. That's a calculation that you've got to work out without a calculator and then change it into standard form. So let's have a look how we would approach that. First of all, we have 4 times by 5. What's 4 times by 5? 20. And then we have how many zeros here? 3 and another 3, that gives us? Okay. So 4,000 times by 5,000 gives us this big number here. Now we need to change this into standard form. Remember, the decimal point is currently here. It's invisible, but it's there. Now we need the decimal point to be put in over here. Because we need to make this number between 1 and 10, but less than 10. 1 and less than 10. So 2, we can write 2.0 if you like. But 2 times by 10 to this, so we'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get back to where we're supposed to get to. So the answer here would be that. So if we had a calculation, we done it without a calculator and then convert it into standard form. Okay, let's have a look at another calculation here. So for example, we're looking at question E over here. So say for example we had 6 times by 10 to the 7 divided by 3 times by 10 to the 3. Now in this type of calculation, what we can do, we can break the calculation down. So this 6 can be cancelled with this 3. So divide that by 3, divide that by 3. Now, so we're left with now 2 times by 10 to the 7, 1 times by 10 to the 3. Now, what happens when you divide indices? So 10 to the 7 divided by 10 to the 3 gives you 10 to the 4. So what's 2 divided by 1? It's 2. And 10 to the 7 divided by 10 to the 3 will give us 10 to the 4. Done. So we have to kind of work it out, and we can do that with that calculator for this kind of question. Okay, are we happy with that? So that's a manual multiplying, that's a manual division question. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 to do yourself quickly on this over here. So I'm going to give you this one. 300 times by 700. That's the first calculation. I want you to try for me, please. Let's do it right now. And the next calculation is going to be, we have 8 times by 10 to the minus 6 divided by 2 times by 10 to the 5. The second question should be a bit more exciting. Let's see how you get on with that.
So isn't that yours?
Nope.
It was yours.
Oh, just the battery's charged completely. That's okay. I can unplug that now. Okay, so the first one has been done for you. So 300 times by 700 will give you that number there, 21000. But the decimal point needs to go between the 2 and the 1 to make it less than 10. And we need to move 5 places forward. Are we happy? Thought we got that as well? 2.1 times by 10 to the power of 5. Now, the next question. We've got here 8 and 2. So, Junaid.
10 to the power of 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got 5.
Original 5 is 4.
Because 3 times by 7 is 21. Then you got another 4 zeros on top of it. Okay, ladies? Okay. Good try. Okay, now, the next question. 8 and 2, they will both cancel by 2. Now, okay, a horse in the class. So, 10 to the minus 6 divided by 10 to the 5, what does it become? Minus 6 minus the 5 will give us?
4 times 10 to the
minus 11, lovely. So that'll give you 4. Well done, Saf, excellent. MSL. We have minus 11. If you need your car repaired, please go to MSL, Stafford Road. Okay, 4 times by 10 minus 11. That's why I take my card. Okay, are you happy with that question? It's all done? So lovely? Good. Okay. This is the best college in the world. Definitely. Well, at least in Europe anyway. Okay. Okay, folks. Okay, this next section here, we're going to be using the calculator. So now we got here, let's actually just copy some of these questions in here and see how we get on. Okay, so question 1A. Let's put that into the calculator. You can use the brackets when you put them in the calculator, or you can even leave them out. But for the sake of argument, let's copy it as it is. So bracket 6 times by 10 squared. Close bracket. And then we multiply that by, so I'm looking at question 1A, we're copying into the calculator, showing you how we use the calculator properly. Bracket 8. Okay, now time by, yeah, we did do actually time by 10 to the power of 4. Close the bracket. Okay, no, not down there. Need to bring it down. That's better. Lovely. Okay, can you see my calculation on there now, yeah? That matches the first one, so press equal. Now, that's giving me that answer, but we have to give the answer back in standard form. I'm just going to move this over here now for the moment, because I need to move over here. Okay. Right. So what number do we get? 4, 8, 0, 0. How many zeros? 6. 1, 2, 3, 8, 6. So that's the answer given to us on the calculator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to change it into standard form. Ladies, are we with us? What's happening to the calculators? Bring the bracket down. Replay it. Bring it down. I don't know as well first. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Jose. Okay, now what's the answer, Junaid, for the power? Is it 7? 7. So that's the calculated answer, and that's our final answer for that question there. Question 1. Okay, what's the next question I want you to try? Let's do the division question. Now the division question is written on a straight line. We can write it in the fraction format. So let's try that now. Everybody please, question 1D. Question 1D, look at the board. Press the fraction button first. Now, because we use the fraction button, we don't need to use the brackets. 9.2. Yeah.
Can you not write it in that way?
Question 1D.
So can you not write it in that way?
You can write that way as well, of course you can. I'm just showing different way of writing it.
So does it matter if you use the brackets or not?
In this, when you got in division format, it doesn't matter. If you use it in that that format, then it's best for me. Thank you. Okay. Right. What we're gonna do here, folks. What I'll do first of all, okay. I'm gonna do the question as you see it there. Then we'll do the other way as well if you have a chance. 9.2. Now, does anybody know another way of writing time by 10 to the power of what button can we press? We can press this EXP button. Okay, but at the moment, I'm going to just leave that off and just leave it nice and simple. Multiplied by 10. Okay, that's good. Leave it. Don't worry about it. 10 to the power of 5. Now, don't forget, when you do 10 to the power of 5, your cursor, you know the cursor's up there. Got to bring it down. Press replay. Bring it down. Close the brackets. Okay, and then we press divide. Open bracket. Okay, Mr. Honey, we good? Time by 10 to the power of. Mr. Honey, can you type this in, please? Yeah. Squared. Bring the bracket down. No. So, Samara, can you see my calculation?
Yeah.
So when you get up there, you gotta bring the replay, bring it back down again, put the brackets down. Like that. Yeah. So what we see in the question, which is here, is now there. Okay, done. Press equal. Okay, that gives us 4600. Now 4600, the decimal point is here. We need to put it here. 4.6 times by 10 to the power of. And that's the end of that question. Okay, are we happy with that? What I would like you to do now, I'd like to try some of the more tricky questions. I want you now to have a go at question number 4A. Question number 4A, please, one of you. Try it on the calculator as you see it there. Question 4A, this one here. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to do that now. Question 4A.